All right. What's going on, gang? I'm fired up. I am fired up. This week has been an incredible week. The songs, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're a fan or not, but listen, obviously I'm from South Philly. I love Meek, represent. I love Big Sean. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing like a little Meek and a little Big Sean to get me fired up, ready to go. Fun fact, I've been to 5 Big Sean concerts. He never lets down, never disappoints. The guy is just full of good energy. I definitely recommend it. He's just got an amazing vision, to be honest with you. We have people coming in, pushing 130 on the call right now. Let's go. Get the link out, because this type of information right now I'm sharing with you tonight, this is raw and uncut. This is raw and uncut. If you need a PG kind of thing going on, this is not the call for you. I'm sorry, it's not. You guys know me. You guys know that I just put it out there. I call it what it is. Some people like that. Some people hate that. Sorry. This is what it's going to be. Okay, folks. So I'm going to just start by saying one thing and one thing only. I freaking love you guys. Showing up for not only yourself, but the gang. And tonight we're going to talk about a couple different topics. But what I really want to say is this call is going to be happening every Tuesday and every Thursday at the same time on this same exact link. And the reason is because we have been consistently now pushing for overall unity. That is what matters the most here, is unity. And because of that, we are increasing the optics. Because of that, we're increasing the intensity. Because of that, we are taking this company from $100 million to $1 billion. And then we're going to 5, and then we're going to 10, because this isn't a 2-year plan. This isn't a 5-year plan. This is your home. This is where you come to stay. This is where you come to grow. And with that, we are going to continue funneling leaders and putting them on the main stage. If you're someone that wants to put your name out there, if you're someone that wants to etch your name into the stone that will forever reign over this industry as the most dominant company in MLM history, it is your time now to run, to sprint, because now more than ever, we are in a position to promote leadership. We do not silence leadership here. Here we promote leadership. Here we take someone with no skills in this industry, with no experience in trading, with no experience in sales, and we sit them down and we teach them one core value. We teach them how to be an authentic person. We don't run them through a sales course. We don't run them through this trading thing where you have to finesse someone to buy your stuff. We sit down and we work on developing ourselves as human beings. And then from there, we naturally attract the audiences that we are actively pursuing here, and it will transpire here. It's absolutely phenomenal, folks. So tonight, what I want to say is this. We're going to be talking about sacrifice. Straight up. We're going to get right to it. We're going to talk about sacrifice. All right, we're pushing 150 on the call. I'm super grateful to have all you here. And I hope whether it's this Thursday or I actually have a special guest on this Thursday's call, I am ready to get any of you who want to get on here and drop some nuggets, bring some oomph, bring some passion, right? Because on these calls, we're looking to help other people. I already know this information. I don't need motivation to get out of bed because my mom ain't good yet. I don't need motivation to get out of bed because my bank account isn't where it needs to be yet. I am not where I want to be yet. And so that's what we need to talk about, sacrifice. First and foremost, one of my mentors, I heard this back in 2016 when I was at Penn State. And someone said, and you might have heard me say this a lot, but someone said to me, they said, bring value to people, bring more value to people, and continue to add value to people, even if it's not reflected in your paycheck, because the more value that you add to that individual's life, soon it will transpire. It will exponentially grow to the point where you are now getting paid way more than what you provide. And so sometimes you're sitting here and you're digging, you're running, and you're thinking, well, I'm doing this. Sal told me to do this. Tanner told me to do this. Alex, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I'm not seeing what they see just yet. Are you really doing all you can do? This call isn't for part-timers. Now, listen, if you have a part-time job, obviously you do what you got to do. But what I'm saying here is anyone on this call obviously sees this for what it is and is ready to go to the next level. Folks, Diamond felt good, but it does not feel good knowing that I only have one diamond that I work with, being TTG Sammy. I love TTG Sammy. He deserves the freaking world. If you don't know who he is, if you don't plug into his calls, you're missing value. This guy teaches me new things every single day. He teaches me new things every single day. And you want to talk about sacrifice? That guy is literally the epitome of sacrifice. He sacrificed his guaranteed $25,000 monthly paycheck to put 2,000 people in a better position than where they were. Talk about sacrifice. Talk about judgment. Talk about criticism. And this guy just stood up and did it because he understands what it takes to get to the next level. And what happens? 60 days later, the guy crushes through diamond. Done. Easy. Over. And that's because he constantly is working to provide more value for the organization. Not TTG, not Sal, not Tanner, but for BUSA. He provides an immense amount of value for everyone he comes across. And because of that, he's getting paid a very, very handsome sum. I can list off 50, 60, 70 different leaders, maybe all on this call right now, that do the same exact thing. But the reason why he's in a position, or we're in a position, to make these sacrifices to get to where we need to be is because of the individual that he is. And what that means is he doesn't try to be someone that he's not. Authenticity has been, will always be the truth and the root of course success, because people can smell that shit through you when you're lying. People can smell it on you. When I hear people talking to me, I'm like, oh my God. When I hear people talking to me from other companies and the brainwashing that they do, it literally makes me crawl out of my skin. I say, listen, cuz, speak to me like the person you were born to be. Don't speak to me with all this brainwashing stuff. Don't speak to me with all this and that and da. Speak to me like a person. And that's what gets you to the next level, because people can feel that script. People can feel that lack of authenticity. People can feel it, man. We're not dumb. The world has taught us a huge lesson in 2020. We're not dumb. We can smell this stuff a mile away. So what are we going to do? We're going to sacrifice in order to get to where we need to be. And we're going to talk about that right now. I personally never knew how to add value to people's lives. I was a bartender. If you're a bartender on this call, shout out to you, man. You hustle. If you do anything half of what I did, man, we hustled. It is not easy work, especially if you're in a high volume spot. But are we adding value to their lives? To people's lives that sit across that bar? Are we adding value? Not really, no. I felt like I was some goofy bartender therapist, to be honest with you. Okay, so I never knew how to take what I believed was deep inside of me the same way I know you do, or else you wouldn't be on this call. Wake up. Why are you on this call? Because you know in your heart, in your gut, that there's something that needs to be unlocked, because it's right there. It's right there, ready to become exactly what is going to take you from where you are to where you know you can go. Sometimes that fear that we are so terrified to do what needs to be done, that fear might be the exact bridge, the exact step, the exact moment that you need to conquer in order to unleash your new life. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Folks, sacrifices come when Tanner doesn't have his baby on every other week and he's sleeping on my floor as a diamond in South Philadelphia. Sacrifice comes when I uproot my entire life and move out to snowy Wisconsin in the middle of the winter with Tanner and his family in order to be closer to the company, in order to be closer to my people, in order to separate myself from the three things we're going to talk about tonight, the 3 bullet points I want you to write down and definitely put into practice. Abby says, you love it here. It's not too bad. Snowboarding's good, but I like the beach better. But what we did was, we made the conscious decision to separate our position from where we were, because we knew if we stuck together that we could absolutely take this thing to the next level. And folks, we're doing it. And it's because all of us are doing it. It's not a me thing. Whoever put the me thing in your mind, get it out. I don't work with mirrors. If you want to be a me, go on. Goodbye. See you never, cuz. We don't work with mirrors. You need to turn that M upside down, and it's a we thing now. BUSA is a we thing. I don't care what team you're on, what line you're in, who's your upline, who da. I don't care. It is now time, more so than ever, to put everything aside and run in one direction as a cohesive unit. I do these calls. I sacrifice time with my personal financial leadership in order to spread love. I've been doing that with Tanner since day one. We have done everything that we can, and now we are adding to that because we are constantly learning. No one here is better than the next. No one here has the results that we all want. So until we get there, we need to continue to surround ourselves with people with the information that have it. Plain and simple, you hear it from every successful person out there, every single time. And so what we do is we add value to as many locations as we can. I don't get paid for a lot of it. There's a lot of leaders I pour into that aren't financially tied to me, but they're good people and they freaking deserve love. They're the type of people that are working so hard and they're running and they're running and running and they're missing just maybe a little bit of support because we said it before. Sometimes all it takes is just one person to believe in you in order to unlock what you need to unlock to take it up a notch. Folks, write these 3 things down. First and foremost, 3 things you need to sacrifice. The first one is your environment. You all know this. Some of you are just too scared to do it. And I'm going to call you out right now. What are you scared of? You are in the middle of a pandemic or the ass end of it. I don't know where we are in it. I don't know where. I don't watch the news anymore. It's just an absolute joke. So I don't know what's going on. So your environment, makes an impact on you. But you're sitting at home, working from home, texting on your phone, doing all these things, watching Netflix still. How many times have you rewatched Breaking Bad? How many times have you rewatched The Sopranos? How many times have you been through whatever favorite show? Friends, The Office. Why are you still watching The Office? You're still doing negative things in your environment with your friends, cracking up. Oh, these little one-liners, this, that, and the third. The only conversations that Tanner and I have are how do we make $5,000 today? Not tomorrow, not this week, not this month, not next year. How do I make 5 G's today? If you don't want to talk, if you don't want to have that conversation, that's okay. But considering you're on the call right now, I think you do. You're absolutely right. Netflix does not pay for your success. It hands down will not ever help you. I'm sorry. You don't think I want to be the first person to sit down and binge watch a show? I love shows. I've probably seen every single movie you've ever seen twice over. I am a movie fanatic. I love good shows. But ever since I started this company, ever since I started running at my dreams, my goals, it's been a no-brainer. How could I sit in this beanbag and watch my shows? You know, the only time I sit in this beanbag is when I watch the UFC every Saturday night. For 4 hours, I take off, I don't answer my phone, and I don't look at B. And it's for 4 hours when I watch 2 dudes or 2 chicks beat the piss out of each other because that's what I find entertaining. And guess what? Everyone is entitled to something that takes their mind off of their hard work every now and again. So, environment. What did I do? I removed myself from the South Philly party. Why? Because it's unmotivated. It's the same song and dance, and it's not helping me. Every one of my friends, they ask me still, oh, when are you coming home? Like, let's go down to Latona Street. It's a street in South Philly where everyone always gets together and parties. You know, and do terrible things, not terrible things, but things that aren't helping us, right? And so what that means for us is I'm doing the same old song and dance. I said to my buddy Nick, how do you want to keep doing this? How do you want to keep drinking the same case of Busch Light? How do you want to keep drinking the same bottle of whiskey and doing the same dumb stuff on the same street and the same people for the past 10 years? How is that getting you to where you want to be? How do you like that? Bad things happen in Philly. You know it. Real talk, though. This year, 2020, was the highest our homicide rate in Philadelphia has ever been since 1973. I had to remove myself from that environment. I felt bad going outside. I lived in a place in South Philly where Tanner came over and he goes, bro, do you live in a third world country? In the middle of June, July, that's how bad that city got. That is how bad that city got. I was so scared, I didn't want to go out after 5 p.m. I didn't even want to walk down Snyder Ave anymore. I didn't even feel like walking to work anymore. It was a terrifying feeling. So what did I have to do? I had to remove myself from that. Otherwise, why? I could walk all up and down the streets in Wisconsin. You're lucky if you see someone every 5 miles. Okay? No one's scared to walk around in Wisconsin. It's a great time. The only thing you got to watch out for is a bear or something. I don't even know. So what do? We pull ourselves out of that and we surround ourselves with the right individuals. Okay. That toxic environment, you already know it. What else do you need to hear to get out of it? What else do you need to hear? Do you need to hear, oh, one of your legs is going to be built for you? This is going to be easy. What do you mean? Nothing worth having has ever come easy to anyone. Nothing worth having has ever come easy to anyone. People always ask me, how do you go diamond? What do you do? What does your day look like? Look at this. Since I wake up all the way through, every hour on the hour, every freaking day, dude, every day. You want to go diamond? Put in the work. Put in the work. Talk to people. Use the system properly. You're going to do it if you do it the right way. And now we have a system, because we're unifying, that allows this to work so much easier. Okay? So first things first, we need to get out of our environment. We need to just absolutely run away from it. Even if that means doing it yourself. And I know that's scary. I know that's scary. And I want to talk about that in just a minute here, because it's tough being the only person. It's easier said than done, right? Fire your upline, all the network marketing things, fire them up. I am not a good network marketer, guys. I'm not. I don't follow any of the rules. I don't do the things that Bob Proctor tells me to do. I don't speak the way people want me to speak. I'm just me. I'm unapologetically me. And that's because I believe that the root of my success is authenticity. I believe the root of Tanner's success is authenticity, is being ourselves, goofy, honest, and transparent. We are weirdos, but we are painfully driven to the point where we want to make this work so bad. And I know you do too. 170 people on a call on Tuesday night. I know you want this. Stop holding yourself back. What do you need me to tell you? Oh, you're going to hold up the sign, that classic meme. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. That's what you need? What do you need to wake up? It's scary to think that people know these things, but are still stuck. They're still scared. Don't tell your friends about it. Who cares if your friends do this or not? Who cares if you think your friends, if this isn't going to work? Your friends are broke. Guess what? Your friends gave up on their dream. Let that one sink in. That your friends gave up on their dream because mom and dad told them it wasn't feasible, because everyone else told them it wasn't feasible, because their moms and dads told them that the only way you can succeed here in America is if you go to the corporate world, work for 40 years, get your watch, retire, use your pension or whatever, your 401k. I don't even know how that stuff works. I don't even care, because we make money now in the markets. I don't wait for someone else to pay me. I go after and get what's mine in this life the same way you should, because you deserve it. You deserve it. Start looking yourself in the mirror. I am so thankful I am an ambassador in B, and I get to help people achieve their goals every single day. I said it to myself every night before I hit diamond. I said, I'm so thankful that I'm a diamond. I look myself in the mirror like a psychopath, and I look myself in the eyes, stare into my soul, and I say, I'm so thankful that I am a diamond leader in B, and I get to help people achieve their goals every day. Boom, baby. Believe it. Provide more value. You don't know how to provide value? Talk to someone. Maybe someone needs a friend right now. Maybe there's someone in your business, cross line, up line, down line, left line, I don't know line. But maybe they just need a friend right now, and you can be that person. And maybe that's what takes them from star to emerald, because one person believed in them. Why are you so afraid of being friendly to someone? Why are you so timid to express your emotions? Everyone's cool about saying their opinions all over line about politics and this and that and the other. How about you get passionate about the ship that you steer every single day and start to add people to that ship so they can see the same thing you see? How many of you, put fives in the freaking chat right now, if you, and don't do it just to do it, because I don't want to see that fake flex stuff. I don't want that on here. I want authentic real life stuff. How many of you can honestly say, if you looked in the mirror, that you have developed at least just one thing in your life, whether it's business, mental, physical, emotional, by being inside of this community? If you feel that way, then you need to drop a 5 here, because that right there is what takes you to where you need to be. First, it starts here. You need to develop yourself. And the best way to do that is by asking for help and also offering whatever help that you can. It might not be everything for someone, but it might be just enough. And sometimes just enough is all we need. Folks, the second thing you're going to write down tonight is instant gratification. The one everyone loves. I want it and I want it now. J.G. Wentworth, right? Isn't that the commercial? I want my money and I want it now. Something like that. J.G. Wentworth, shout out to J.G. This is recorded. I'm probably going to drop this on YouTube. They better give me a payment here. Okay? Got 200 people on the call. J.G., I want my royalties, my residual. Nah? Damn. Folks, the instant gratification is killing. It's killing us. It's killing us as a whole society. Do you understand how value is even derived? Let's talk about value real quick. I'm going to give you a hint at how easy it is to build your business right now. Okay. Value is simply a populist consensus. What does that mean? You have a group of people that agree that this entity is worth something. Gold is only worth its shiny, precious backing because we say it is, because there's a finite amount of it, or so we believe. So we say gold is worth something because, well, we agreed it. The dollar is only worth something because we said gold was worth something, and the Federal Reserve said we're going to back our dollar with the gold in 1913. What happened since then? Our dollar's been sinking. Why? It's because we as a populace put value on where the value is. Oh, you don't like this crypto coin? It doesn't have that much utility. Guess what? We, the crypto investors, we don't care because we are the ones who decide what value is. So it might not be the coin for the next 50 years. It might not be the end all be all, but if it's going 50%, if it's going 300% a month, why aren't you riding that wave? Oh, because it doesn't make sense. Guess what? A lot of people don't make sense, but what does make sense is this. Everyone you know right now is watching CNN, just like the sheep they are. And they're waiting for someone on CNN to tell them Bitcoin this, Amazon's buying this, Tesla's doing that. And then everyone FOMO buys because the media told them to do it. We in this community, we in this group of people, we position ourselves in front of that because we use education. Knowledge is nothing, but Tanti says this all the time. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. When you come in here, you need to develop yourself. It's so easy right now to enroll people because everyone and their mother thinks that they're an investor because they're in a Reddit group. You've heard me say this for weeks now. Everyone thinks that they're an investor or they're a master trader because we're going to beat Wall Street. Da, 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 da. We got a bunch of guys and girls in a group chat. We're going to take them down. You're silly. You're going to get played. It's so easy to introduce this to people right now. Everyone needs, or they might not know that they need it, but they want what we have. They just don't know it yet. Show the plan properly. Stop selling people. To be honest with you, I didn't even tell people about the compensation plan for weeks. I came in, I'm like, yo, dude, we're going to be traders. This stuff's fun. It's easy. Let's go. It wasn't easy, but it was fun because Shift is sick. NFX is sick. It's cool. And then they go, wow, that was actually lit, dude. How do I tell? My friend wants to do this too. Oh, dude, check out this compensation plan. We're going to get you paid, bro. Perfect. Let's talk about it. Instant gratification. Short-term gratification for long-term success. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. If you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. I am asking you now, who here is willing to go together? I need 6. So, 6 is a weird number. Let's do 2s. 2s in the chat. If you're here ready to sacrifice to go together, because that's all that matters is the unity behind these products, this company. I talk to Monir every day. What we're doing here is so incredible. These brothers, their vision and their love for this company and us as a whole is absolutely unparalleled. We just had the biggest cycle in company history, 36 new 6-figure earners. Where do you see that? Where do you see 36 6-figure earners popping off in any other company? Guess what? You don't. You do not see it. I've never heard of that. It's because we are a global technology company. Folks, the short-term gratification that everyone is looking for, it hinders your long-term success. When you build, look at this. I'm going to draw it out for you. Okay. We're going to use my big old dome here as, the top of your tree. So here's you right here. You got a right leg and a left leg. Maybe on you on this screen, this is your left and this is your right. I don't know. I'm all turned around. Okay. You got a boom and a boom. When you put 100% effort into this leg, develop your leaders, you're going to win. This is what Tanner and I did. We found Zaina. We found Pearl. We found Anthony. We found so many leaders in that leg. I could rifle off a million of you. Okay. And if you're on this call and I didn't drop your name, don't be butthurt. I love you. Okay. We found some leaders. We worked with them, and we built out that right leg to 300 deep before I personally, at least, ever worked on my left leg. Now, it's easier for me to say this because I was working directly with Tanner, and I was like, dude, this company's paying Tanner. It's going to work. 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 I'm sitting here. I'm like, this is going to work. Long term, just had the depth of vision. It's not happening for me right now, but one of my legs is, holy crap, it just went to 300. Well, if that one did, this one can. Why not? All right. Cierra los ojos que me vengo. All right. We got him muted. Sorry about that, but someone's jamming out. I love it. Tear it up. Okay. What's that? Oh, is it? Yeah. Well, do you want to kick him out? I'm not a co-host. All right. Well, someone here, I'll give Tanner co-host. We got someone popping off here, having a good old time in the chat. So Tanner's going to be co-host. We'll take care of that. All right. Sorry, folks. Hope you're having a little bit of fun getting wet and wild on a Tuesday. Drake would say, on a Tuesday. I don't care, guys. This stuff doesn't get me butthurt. All right. We have some winners. We have some losers. Not everyone's going to win. Okay. But on this call, we're taking it to the next level regardless. He's got me sweaty. I'm about to it's getting hot in here. Right. So see, someone say, yeah, let's get it. All right. But in all seriousness, guys, that long-term success, man, it really comes when we sit down and do it together. When we do it together, man, I can't say it enough. I've been saying it for the past week, 2 weeks, and we're like, it feels so good. It feels fresh. It feels exciting. You can't tell me it doesn't, because when we run together, think about it this way. How many of you have seen, let's say, a high school football game, for instance? Have you ever seen a team send out one captain to the coin toss? Have you ever seen, for instance, maybe remember the Titans, when you have 4 captains arm in arm walking out onto that field? It's the unity. It's a visual presence. It's the optics. And that's what we've been trying to do. So what I did, because I knew where we were going long-term, is I knew that if I built this leg so deep and I was able to duplicate that leadership, that success alongside of all these amazing leaders that we were fortunate enough to meet and find and become great friends with, well, I knew if I put 100% effort into this leg and then just start letting it naturally multiply and being there for support, that would be awesome. But then if I do that and it just blows up, duplicates, perfect. Now I focus in on my left leg. And now instead of doing 50-50, 1-1, and I get the SAF and I'm balancing 2 legs and I don't really have leaders developed yet, well, now it becomes stressful. Now it becomes difficult to do this by yourself if you have to do it by yourself, right? If we're operating under the mindset that we can just do this alone, right? Fire your upline type of thing. If that's how we're operating, then it gets a little difficult. Let's call it what it is. Everything is easier said than done. But when you break it down step by step, it becomes very, very doable. And so what we did was we blew my one leg out deep. Tanner and I were just hustling, working, filling up that schedule every single day, putting something on in a line for that hour. Something needs to get done this hour. If it means we sit in a circle right here, look at each other and look at our phones and not talk and just DM people, then guess what? That's an hour well spent. It's an hour well spent. Because now that I'm now focusing 100% of my energy on my second leg, guess what? Now we can run because I got Pearl, I got Anthony, I got Zaina, I got Uche, I got all these amazing leaders on this leg. Now I can focus a little bit on this side, developing some leaders while still obviously being there to support them. But now they know what they're doing. Now they know how to run. Heck, they probably knew how to run better than me. They came from other companies. They came with experience. I am a constant student. AK and the Anthony Congoulis, if you don't know, when I refer to AK, that's Anthony Congoulis, one of my best friends. You know, he's one of the first people to link with Tanner and I. We started doing calls. It was just us 3. And AK showing us how to trade, do a little markups. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the heck I'm looking at. Support and resistance, huh? Okay. We weren't ready to just have that instant gratification. We didn't care for it. We didn't live by it. We didn't die by it. If you live by the cheers, you will die by the booze. End of story. And that's why we developed the motto that leaders eat last. It's very, very, very simple. Okay. So we need to get rid of that instant gratification seeking mindset. I know we all grow up in it. I know we all see it. I know we all look at Instagram and see the flashy things. Listen, everyone wants to have nice content, but no one here, their value is not based off of the flashy crap that you see on Instagram. You guys know me. I'm wearing a goofy headband. I think this is Vinny's, bro. Or it's Kenzie's or something, because my hair's been a mess. And I'm wearing a white t-shirt and I got pit stains because I am hustling. Because I am running. I have been living in this office all week. You want to work? Work. Outwork me. I dare you. Run more calls than me. Now, it's not always about doing more calls. It's about bringing the necessary value to that call. Folks, what are we doing so far? We're removing ourselves from the toxic environment that you already know about. You already know you have to remove yourself from it. For some reason, you're just still there because you need to hear some type of sign, some type of magical fugazi that's going to just wake you up. Hopefully, this call is it. And then what are we going to do? We're going to drop the instant gratification. We're going to develop a mindset that creates the ability to have what I like to call depth of vision. It's one of my favorite phrases, depth of vision. Being able to see things before they're real. Being able to touch things before they're tangible. Being able to feel things before you've seen them. It's very, very strong, right? The power of manifestation. Everyone talks about it. Me, I'm not the guy that's like, let me put on your watch, Tanner. I want to manifest that. Yeah, Tanner's got a lot more money than me, but I'm not like, yo, let me hold that and let me get. No, dude, my mom is not ready to retire. Well, she's ready, but I'm not in a position to retire her yet, so I'm not done. Someone said, when did you decide to go full-time? What were you doing before this? I was a bartender before this. And I'll tell you what, when I went full-time was when they said, okay, we can go back to half capacity, 25% capacity in the bar. And I stood in that bar and I had just hit Sapphire. And I was standing in that bar and I was literally having an anxiety attack because I'm standing there. There's no one allowed in the pub. They're all out in the street, right? It's all outdoor or whatever. And I'm sitting there behind the bar with another bartender when I could easily have done it myself. And we're all pulling tips across the whole floor. If you don't know what that means even the waitresses and the bartenders, we all split evenly. And I'm sitting there and I'm like literally rocking. I feel like I was in like an insane asylum in a straitjacket. I'm like, guys, I can't do this. I'm texting Tanner literally on the verge of tears. And I was like, bro, I cannot do this anymore. I'm literally trading my time for dollars. It clicked right there. I said, I'm trading my time for dollars. It was the most scary realization I've ever had because before it was never like that. And I sat there and I was super grateful for the job that I had because it used to pay me really well when Corona wasn't a thing. Okay. I was making 70 grand a year. I had benefits. It was working 3 days a week. Most people don't get that in a bar life. But the moment that I realized I was trading my time for dollars, and then with B, I was traveling around and trading and hanging out with my best friend and his girlfriend and his son and living life for the first time ever, it just changed my mind. Folks, I will never work for another person ever again, unless it's out of the kindness of my heart. I want to do charity or something. I will never, ever, 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 ever trade my time for a dollar bill ever again, unless I'm sitting here trying to help people and hopefully if that turns into financial gain, awesome. If it doesn't, whatever, provide more value, provide more service. That's what this whole call is about. Do more than you can do. Do more than what you think you can do. On the wall here, I have do it one more time. Do it one more time. Do it one more time. It sucks. Wah. Where else are you going to go make 30 racks a month? You want to be diamond, but you don't want to do one more call because it's 9:30. Oh, The Bachelor's about to be on. 45 seasons of The Bachelor. You need to watch it again? Same dude's hooking up with 30 girls, bro. Jeez. Who doesn't want to be The Bachelor? Especially the Paradise Edition. You kidding me? The last thing I want you guys to write down here is destructive relationships. Destructive relationships. This is the hardest. This is the hardest one to remove yourself from. This one killed me. And I'm going to get real with you guys. First and foremost, you got to get away from your best friends, especially the ones that are just constantly negative. This one killed me. When I started B, I hit a really rough patch. Okay? I had a really, really rough patch. Someone said you're the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. You're absolutely right. That's why I surround myself with Tanner and Corey and Tommy and Alex and Batanti and other stud hustlers that only talk about how to make 5 to 10 to 20 grand in a day. And what do you think's happening to my accounts? It's nice. Took me a while to get there. And it's because of this next step right here. Getting away from the people that speak negatively. All of my friends are pessimists. All of my friends expect me to fail because I was the kid with a single mom who didn't know where the next paycheck was coming from, who didn't know if the bills were going to be paid. I was the kid who was taking showers at my friend's house because our water was off. And so my friends loved Happy Sal because Happy Sal was just bartender Sal and bartender Sal was just partying. So of course they loved it. You listen to this one. This one sucks. I never even thought about this when I say it this way. This is terrible for me to even think now. My best friends, people that I've considered day ones. Some people just don't want to see you do better than them. They want to see you do good, but just not better than them. I've been seeing that all over the internet. Only one of my friends texted me on my birthday. Right around the same time, I hit a 6-figure income here with B. And guess how many hit my line that day? None of them. None of them. I remember when we first started, Tanner was like a SAF or maybe a Ruby, and I'm star consultant. And they're like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da, with all this dumb stuff. Oh, that's cool. Have fun while it lasts. Huh? Stupid. 6'9", stupid. Okay? Now they're looking at me like, damn. Damn. Right? And it's because I knew what they were thinking because I grew up around it. My friends didn't see me as 7-figure Sal. They didn't see me with my 7-figure face on because they saw me do all the dumb stuff at Penn State. They saw me shotgunning beers every weekend with them. They saw me partying. They saw me not in the mindset that says, I know how to create a 7-figure business because I didn't know. But what I did was I got rid of my friends. And this is so bad to say, but my friends literally, after about 4 or 5 weeks, for the first time in my entire life, I've had weekends off and the weekdays off because I'm not bartending. And they go, Sal, where have you been? My one friend comes knocking on my door, one of my best friends, and he goes, dude, we haven't heard from you. You're not answering the group message. You're not answering single messages. They thought I had gone to rehab. They thought I hit rock bottom without a job, without a girlfriend, without a kid, without a family. And in the middle of the pandemic, they thought that I turned to like hard drugs or something and I went to rehab. Really, I locked my door and I sat on Zoom for 10 hours out of the day with Tanner and we studied. We studied because I saw a chance. I saw this for what it was. And you right now need to see it for what it is because this is your chance as we take this from 100 million to 1 billion to do something incredible, to etch your name into that stone like I was saying before. Okay? Get away from the friends that don't want to use the now to build their later. What did you study? I studied the Mind Hub because I didn't even know what Forex was. I couldn't even spell it. I'm not that good at spelling. What did you study? Oh, in college, I studied communications. I studied classic rhetoric, which is the general persuasiveness of messages and how they're conveyed. So anyone who's stepped in front of a microphone in the past 100 years that knows how to convey a message, I've probably listened to their best speech. And so, yeah, I like this stuff. I like talking. But I had to get away from my friends that weren't ready to build their now for their later. That's why I surrounded myself with people who were ready to build now. That's why when we found Anthony, the people on this call right now, I consider many of you very, very, very good friends. I sincerely do. And many of you I've met through Instagram DMs. How cool is that? And that's because we have things that align. We have things that just mesh. We see the world the same way. We've broken out of that mindset. I can never work for someone again because of what I now know here at B. End of story. End of story. So I had to surround myself with people who are ready to build their now. Folks, and what I'm going to start to wrap up here on is this, and I said this earlier. Even if you have to do it alone, listen, it sucks. It sucks doing things alone. It's got to be done. You cannot save them all. You cannot save them all. J. Cole said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved, right? SalFox14 is my Instagram. Appreciate you, bro. I'll hit you back with a follow. Even if you have to do it alone, you have to just go. Because I know you know in your heart, if you're on this call, that this is your vehicle. Dig deep. No one's believed in you ever before. Wake up. No one cared about you before. No one put in the work to help you get to where you need to be. For the first time, you have people that want to see you win. You're part of this crew. That means you're part of the ship. Part of the crew, part of the ship. Part of the crew, part of the ship. I'm going to get that tattooed across my throat because those that ride with me ride. I will take one good hustler over 100 people, and that's another thing that contradicts that common phrase that says, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts or whatever that saying is. If you live by that saying, I'm sorry to trash it, but nah, I want one. I want one person that will go through the gates of hell with me. That will be the first person off the helicopter and the last one on it in the middle of the battlefield. I want one of you. I do not want an army of people that just want to put in 1%. I want studs. I don't go to the volleyball court to build a baseball team. I go to the root and I tap it and I get what I need. And so do you. And that's why you have to keep pushing even if you are alone. Wake up. You're not alone. You got 160 people ready to run with you. I don't care upline, downline, crossline. Wake up. You hear me say it all the time. The world ain't unicorns and rainbows. No one wants to see you win. How about that? Write that on your mirror. No one wants to see you win. If it doesn't light you up, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. You got to be pissed off enough to make it work for you. I was sick and tired of being a bum. I was a bum. I was playing Fortnite every day, 10 hours of the day, watching Netflix the other 4 and then sleeping the rest. I was a bum. Wake up, call yourself what you are, and then acknowledge it and develop into who you know you can be. Where are you right now? Acknowledge it and turn it up. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being pissed off all the time. I'm sick and tired of watching my mom struggle every year. I'm sick and tired of taking cold showers. I'm sick and tired. You'll figure it out eventually. Hopefully. But right now, you need to take advantage of this opportunity in the lifetime of this opportunity. End of story. Don't beg people to change their life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up on this. You cannot make someone do what they do not want to do. Do not make someone or attempt to make someone by pouring your energy into them. Do not make someone want to make the sacrifice. They have to want it themselves. They have to want it themselves. You cannot save everyone. You can show the plan. You're going to get no's. Don't get discouraged. It used to hurt me a lot. I used to get real butt hurt when I got no's. I'm like, damn. What comes easy won't last long, and what lasts long won't come easy. That's right. That's right. Corey White, this recording is going on YouTube. I don't even care. I love you guys. YouTube.com/South Philly Sal. Yeah, I just plugged it. What you going to do about it? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so humbled. I'm so blessed to be a part of this organization. I'm so thankful to be a part of this organization. Wake up and express gratitude. Wake up and do something for someone else. I don't care if it's holding the door at the grocery store for someone. Look them in the eyes, pull down your mask and smile. Maybe they'll, turn you over to the authorities for pulling down your mask. But hey, maybe they're going to shake your hand. Maybe they're going to smile back. Maybe you just saved someone today because you locked eyes with them and you smiled. What? How simple is that? And yet we still won't do it. Wake up. Learn to get sick and tired. Learn to get pissed off. And then learn how to take your energy, focus it, mold it, craft it, and put it into something that will transform your life because you're here doing it right now. Run, run, run. Identify 2 leaders and run. Build one leg strong and go to the next. Stop looking for instant gratification. Run. Wake up. It's done. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you. We're going to do this call again on Thursday. We're going to focus on new things each and every Tuesday, Thursday. I'm so thankful that you all made it to the call. I'm extremely humbled that we had 150, 160 on the call all night. I mean, man, this thing changed my life. It unleashed a different side of me. It made me believe in people. It made me believe in authenticity. It made me believe that there is still hope out there in this BS flex culture. This recording will be on YouTube. I'll drop it tomorrow. Be sick and tired of it, and then go out there and do something for someone else. Provide the value. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. South Philly Sal, peace and love. Always do it for the right reasons. This is not an enrollment game. This is a how do we help people break financial curses and create generational blessings. Do it for the right reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so thankful to be here. I love you guys, and we'll see you. We have an op call tomorrow on Alpha Zooms. Pack it out. We talked about optics tonight. We talked about unity. We talked about showing up together. Get on that call. I don't care if you heard the information 600 times. Get out there and show some love. It's 1 hour out of your week. Go out there and show some love for the people that put themselves on the line, that put themselves in front of the camera to help you build your business. Okay? I love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace. Well, there you have it, folks. I want to thank you all for coming out to my mentorship call on sacrifice, or at least talking about a few of the points there that will help take you from where you are to where you know that you can be. Now, I also want to express some gratitude to anyone showing support to the channel, to the community by liking, commenting, subscribing, whatever it may be. I'm super thankful. Now, never hesitate to reach out, folks, at SalFox14 on Instagram or just here in the comments, because it's the connection that counts. And if you tell me what you want to see happen next on the channel, I would love to come through for you. Now, with that being said, I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Thank you.